What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. So something little different for everybody tonight. Yeah, sorry, Jake Creature, little late. I'm lagging and dragging here. Feel like a bag of smashed assholes, like 100% bag of smashed assholes. So I'm in isolation station here in the gear closet, and the Livingston man is in the Russian gulag. And peace be with the Livingston man. It's good to still see you, bro.
I appreciate you, buddy. I'm
How are
happy
they?
that you're still alive.
They treating you all right over there, man? They feeding you?
They give me cigarettes and beer.
Oh, so you're good.
So it's not much different. It's just much quieter, really, and well, a little boring. But now they've apparently decided that we need to live stream, so they came in and set up all this shit and made me sit here and
Nice.
yeah.
Perfect.
I don't know. I
Perfect.
got some
Perfect.
things now. What I've been re-educated to learn is that we've been saying some very bad things. We've been telling people things that we
Oh,
shouldn't be
oh,
telling people. And
interesting.
so,
Interesting.
so I guess what on this live stream, what we're going to do,
Oh,
right, is we're just
he's
going to
glitching
play,
out on us.
we're going to play real nice. And we just got to, I'm going to show you some gear that I got here. I'm going to do a thing.
He's full Russian bot right now, huh? Whoa. Are any of you guys picking up what he's saying? Because it's all re-burp, re-burp, burp to me. Are you with us, Livingston man?
I am
Not
with
looking
you.
good,
Can
guys.
you hear me?
See?
I'm fucking watching it on
From
YouTube.
the
It looks
Russian
fine
gulag,
to
it's
me.
tough to keep a connection. True
This
story.
is,
True story.
this is
So
bullshit.
tonight,
That's what
guys,
it is.
it's all about the gear. And you guys can see I'm stuck in the gear closet. So
It wasn't me. It was him. He's the one that bugged out. Look, I'm still here, right? Am I still here? If I am, I can't read you guys. It's fine. They, like I said, they don't want us to tell you what we've been telling you, so we're trying not to, and they still won't let us anyway. So that's really cool. It's just me now. That's amazing. All right, fine.
whoa,
I
whoa,
can hear you.
what the
Can't see
fuck
you.
happened? StreamYard
Just me
actually
running.
crashed. That's what happened. It actually
It's me
said
running a
that
lot.
it was on their end. But as soon as the Livingston man started talking from the gulag, that was it. We got shut right down. Boom. Oh, don't I see lips moving, Livingston man, but I can't make out the words.
This is absolute bullshit. Can you hear me
There
now?
he is. I got him. I got him. We got the Livingston man. He's back.
Thank you, Koronovsky, for fucking straightening out your bullshit connection.
So yeah, guys, tonight all about the gear, guys. All about the gear. Livingston man looks like he could use some gear.
I
He's
have
gulagging it.
actually I have actually been provided for by the Russian government. Um, they gave
Fantastic.
me they gave me this Coleman camp stove,
Oh, fantastic.
and it burns too, which is cool.
There you go.
Um,
See, they gave him
I
a
got
kitchen
I got an egg,
and an egg.
little frying pan,
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is fantastic. Spatula.
spatula.
Fantastic. Wow. Spam. Of course. Of course. Of course. Oh,
I
it's
get
like some
one. I get one of these a day, just one,
okay.
one a day. But yeah, so over the course of this live stream, I'm gonna probably eat dinner here. But it's all I really have, you guys. I sit in this fucking box and wait for my spam. They won't even tell me
Jay
what I
Creature
said.
said you're hoarding radon.
They won't even tell me what I said. They're just like, no, I get nothing. Why am I here? Nothing. Why am I here?
um,
Nothing. Nothing. Here's your fucking spam for the day. It's unbelievable.
so
What about you, buddy?
I, bro, I'm in the gear closet. I got everything. I got everything you could
I
want.
think you're doing better than
I
me.
mean, if you're really prepping for SHTF, you kind of want to cover all your bases, you know, everything from the basic home stuff where you're going to have your little first aid kits. Where did that thing go? There it is. Little first aid kit. That's just a little Johnson and Johnson garbage first aid kit, but it's a first aid kit. There's some IFAKs hiding up in here. There's all kinds of goodies on the shelf here, guys. Let's see. Rivkin says packets of mayo, packet of tortillas, and his go-to snack on the camping trips. He loves those little
Do you know what
packets,
you
man.
do you know what you'd have to do in here to get a packet of mayo? I'm not allowed to even say that on YouTube. I'd have to go to like
Doesn't
Pornhub to
even talk
talk
about
about
it.
what you have to do for that.
Doesn't even talk about it. So yeah, guys. I mean, everything from look, we got this little tiny emergency radio here. Cheapo Amazon emergency radio. It's got the weather bands on it. You guys should definitely have something like this. The cinder block wall needs a sweet Linda Carter Wonder Woman poster. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know if
Why
they
don't
let
you
them have
send a
posters in the
yeah,
gulag.
send a letter? I think it's the FSB that's running this joint, so let them know.
Um, Preparedness, guys. Preparedness. All this stuff, right? All this stuff. I would say 99.999% of it I have used or have at least tried to use. Maybe some of it didn't quite fit the bill for me, so it goes on the gear shelf, and maybe you'll see a lot of this stuff at the Prepper Yard Sale, guys. Because it's I gotta thin things out, you know. I gotta thin things out. But yeah, guys, all about the gear tonight. You gotta have them. Michelle the Great says she just picked up an electric fireplace for $15 and an oil lamp for $1. Excellent, excellent. That's a good scoop. That's a good scoop. But guys, everything, emergency radios. If you're in a house and you don't have a fire extinguisher, I mean, come on. This is the basic stuff, guys. Take care of the basics first. A big one that I've been getting into recently is power storage. I want to store as much power as I can because I really believe that at some point this grid is going to fail. Living here in upstate New York, it's dinner time for the Livingston man. We know that the grid can fail at any given time. So alternate ways to store electricity is high on my priority list. And man, I find that I go through a whole lot of freaking batteries, guys, a whole lot of batteries. So what I decided to do was pick up a couple different variants of rechargeable batteries. Now, these all happen to be by the same company, who is ELB. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them. This was another Amazon purchase, right? There's double A's and there's triple A's in there. But the neat thing about these is, you know, we still do have some things that run on these Monster D batteries. You're all right, Livingston, man. You're choking down some stuff over there.
They said it was chicken, but I don't know, man.
So we all have things that take these big old D batteries. Now the thing about
Thanks, you
this D
guys.
battery is there's nothing in there. And they're actually designed, this is just a battery sleeve so that you can slide one of these AA rechargeables right up in there, and all of a sudden you got yourself a D battery. Now, you don't really have a D battery. D batteries have a much larger milliamp hours to them than a AA. So that's something to keep in mind. You're going to significantly diminish the time that you can use these suckers with these ones or the C cells, because they make both. But it makes your AA batteries more versatile. So this is pretty cool, but it's definitely going to cut down on the life cycle. So something to keep in mind. They're not going to last as long, but you can get something to function. Now, these are just the basic ELB. These are the double A's are 2,800 milliamps. The triple A's are 1,100 milliamps. And a lot of devices that I have run on lithium ion batteries only. So these won't exactly work for lithium ion stuff. However, ELB also makes some pretty awesome lithium ion batteries. Now, I'm not affiliated with these guys. This is just an Amazon purchase, but these ELB, these are, wow, 3,300 milliamp hour batteries. And these ones plug right in with a USB, micro USB, right into the top of the battery. These are lithium ion. So those devices that you have that will only run on lithium ion batteries, this is a good purchase, guys. These are a little bit more expensive because, well, they're lithium ion, and lithium ion costs a little bit more. So keep that in mind. If you got lithium ion devices, what you need batteries for, ELB makes these. You can pick them up on Amazon. Still fairly cheap right now. So keep that in mind. ELB batteries, they're awesome. And even Prepping by Faith says she keeps the ELB batteries in stock. That's great. That's great. Prepper 101, what's happening, my friend? How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you guys can see, if you're just getting here, Livingston Man is having dinner in the gulag. He started talking about all the terrible things that we've been saying and why they put him in the gulag and why I'm locked in the gear shed. So here we are. Lithium ion work great in the water, right? It's terrible. Cell service has been terrible lately. They blame 5G. Now, so I have a 5G phone. 5G is the service is not cash money, bro. It's really, really not. The 5G service absolutely sucks. In county again. Prepper 101 wants to start a GoFundMe for you, Livingston Man. See if we can bail you out of the gulag. Militant Farmer in the house. What's happening, my brother? So yeah.
Can you guys even hear me? Am I still here with you?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, cool. So this.
Oh yeah.
This wasn't actually that bad. I made a face or two. I mean, I was hungry because that's how they keep you in here. But I bet you this came from like ShopRite, and this was like $1.89. And if you were to go there, you would find something like this. It was supposedly good until February 24th, 2024.
Oh, fantastic.
Honestly,
Love those
not that
long
bad.
expiration dates, man.
I squeezed it out like fucking toothpaste, Mike, onto a what is this? It's a sesame seed bun. It was. I'm not dead yet. We'll see if I make it to the end of the live stream. But
see how well the shelf life really holds up.
yeah, I mean, there's even some
all
remnants.
just bullshit.
There's some remnants in there, and I can I probably squeeze this out. I can make this last and get another 20 calories out of this if I have to. So instead of canned food, they have this pouch stuff now. So look for that. Whether you want fish, chicken, and even spam. Where is it? Where
little single
spam,
serve
in a
pouches.
pouch. It's
Those
because
are
cans are heavy.
Especially
cans
for
are
your
heavy.
bag.
Yeah, cans are heavy. I found that out. Canned food's a great idea if you're bugging in. If you're bugging out, you can sort of bring the canned atmosphere with you in a pouch form. So, think about that when you're at the grocery store. The stuff's not even expensive.
Yeah, that's true. I've got some goodies.
It's not great on your shelf.
I mean, this is so
you're gonna pay.
It's all coming down
ways.
now. See, it's stacked very carefully, very carefully. Backpacker's Pantry. Good stuff. Good stuff. This is actually pretty tasty stuff. Another great thing to have in your preps, guys. Freeze-dried food. Peak Refuel. I think they are probably the best tasting freeze-dried food on the market, hands down. Peak Refuel is absolutely delicious. I really got to hand it to them. The Mountain House, you can kind of choke it down. The Patriot Pantry and stuff like that, man, that shit's rough. Now, I highly recommend if you guys are going to invest. If you're going to invest in this stuff, you have absolutely got to buy a sample pack and try this shit out before you spend hundreds of dollars on freeze-dried food that's absolutely going to suck. And more filters for the Grail. You got to have these things, man. Just keep them on stock. They're like $25. Just get them and save them. I'm still trying to figure out a way. I think I'm going to bring a waterproof magic marker with me to mark the presses right on the GeoPress on the outside, and just keep a hash marks on it. I mean, I don't mind drawing on the thing just to make sure that I don't destroy, myself with dirty water at some point. So, something to keep in mind. They say that when you notice that the length of time that it takes to press your water is significantly extended, then it's probably time to get yourself a new filter. And obviously, you want to source the cleanest water possible. But we actually do have a link for these somewhere in the description section down below this video. I think I did get that part right, if it all came back with us after the feed got killed a little while ago. When the Livingston man starts speaking that truth, what happens? What happens, right?
Dimitrikov over here being a fucking bitch.
The GeoPress,
keep it
guys,
running,
this thing is freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Now, it is a container. It is a water purifier. But it's not very big. This is only 24 ounces of water. And if you get the smaller one, it's only 16.9 ounces of water or something like that.
I have that
yes,
one.
Jay Creature, always store them disassembled. There's really good instructions on their website about how to store these suckers.
You have to do that because it has like a wet filter in it. If you don't let the thing dry out, it's probably going to grow mold and not
bacteria.
be cool.
Yeah.
So there's
instructions
on how to deal with that. They're expensive, but I swear by mine. I bought me and my wife both.
These are absolutely fantastic. Pond water, river water, lake water. They filter chemicals, sediments, bacteria, viruses, metals, chemicals, and so much more. This is not a filter. It's a purifier. Don't get it twisted. This is not your average Sawyer. They're fantastic.
It's a survival tool. You're trying to live out of this thing for the rest of your life. It's supposed to get you somewhere.
Correct. But if you carry something that I'm looking into getting, actually, is collapsible water containers, something that I can really press down super duper small so that I can fill this sucker and, press myself a bunch of clean water, transport it to, I've got a hydration pack, but they're really not my thing. Basement water. Yes, we got to send one of these to Livingston, man. In the gulag.
Don't
water.
Send me care packages. They just give them to Brittany Griner. It's bullshit.
So yeah, guys, a Grail, fantastic prep. Collapsible water storage containers. If you guys know of some good ones that you have, let me know in the comments section. I'm looking for collapsible water storage containers, something that I can cram into the pack and put like, I don't know, 2 liters of water in and carry it around. Now, the collapsible cups are cheap. I love those things. I got some of those to show you too.
Not only can you crush some certain like water bottles, just crush it down flat and put the cap back on it, and the vacuum holds and it's squished. But for a fact, I know that there's the U.S. military 1-quart canteens. They make them where you can collapse them. And 100 years ago when I saw these, they were like $2.99 a piece. So like what you're talking about,
military surplus. Jay Creature says Sea to Summit 4, 5, and 6 liters. They're nice Mylar protected by nylon. There you go, puncture resistant. Fantastic. Clip it to the outside of the pack.
The cool thing about
what's nice about this too, Jay Creature, is that big clip on there. You get yourself like an S-beaner. Just hook it on the bag. You can carry it right up front so you can drink out of it. My homie Militant Farmer's got one of these too. We swear by them, guys. They're fantastic. Highly recommend. And Pathfinder made a cup, right? So, oh, what? Look at that. It's a nesting cup. Fantastic. What's happening next 24 reviews? Boom. The Pathfinder series nesting cup for the 24-ounce Grail GeoPress. Now, this does have a lid. I think I lost it. Nope, it's hiding over here and all the other stuff. A pour lid. Right. It's got the pour holes in it. And that keeps all the shit from the fire out of your water when you're boiling it. So if you're going to have yourself some backpacker's pantry, and you got yourself some clean water with your Grail GeoPress, right? So now you need to heat your water up, and I happen to have this awesome Pathfinder cup. I can keep all the crud out, snap the lid on it, and it all fits in the same footprint as this guy, aside from the hang it on the thing. Then it kind of got to go in the pack, right? So food for thought, food for thought. But I think this thing is absolutely awesome, and when I saw this was available, I had to have it. And yeah, nesting cup with a GeoPress. I mean, awesome, awesome. And of course, you store that little guy in the bottom. Drop it in your little thing. They do make one for the small Grail. Absolutely, Schmitty. They got some awesome stuff over at Grail. There's a link for them down in the comments section if you guys are interested. Grail's an awesome product. Awesome product. I stand behind them. Now, Michelle had brought up the collapsible cups. Oh, it's all coming down. It's all coming. It's dangerous. This is why I got to go to the bougie like Applebee's. Yeah, for sure. Collapsible cups, guys. This is one of the. Is it? Nope. I lied. This one is a Sea to Summit collapsible cup. Does the Pathfinder cup hold life-saving whiskey? It could, but you're going to want a different lid for it, something to seal a little better, Jay Creature. This is a Sea to Summit collapsible cup, right? Ooh, super small, super flat. Sea to Summit. These are fantastic. They have measurements all around the inside. So if you need to measure out the right amount of water, these are perfect. This is Sea to Summits now, right? This is, what size is the cup? They call it a 27 ounce Virginia Bushcrafter. But there's markings of 30 ounces on the inside rim. So I don't know. I think it's a little bit bigger than 27, but that's all right by me. So yeah, this is the Sea to Summit, right? And then of course, you know, Walmart does their knockoff. So this one's probably half the price of the Sea to Summit. Now, it's not quite as well built, but essentially it's the same cup. They basically copied it and away it went. Now these collapsible cups are what are they? 2 cups? I think that's what it says inside. 2 cups, I think. Yeah, 2 cups right to the very rim. So these are handy for measuring stuff out in the woods. They're really easy to clean. They're food grade silicone, so you don't have to worry about any of the nasties in them. And when you stick with Sea to Summit, you can get some of their other stuff too, like their X Bowl. So you can have your cereal in the morning. Actually, I got these for the dogs. You know, they can have water. So, see, prepping by Faith, right on cue. She's got dog dishes like that. See, little collapsible guys. And this one's a little bit bigger.
Their dogs got better dishes than I get. Yeah. To do something about it, huh? Thanks.
So this is the bigger
He
X
doesn't
Bowl.
speak English.
These things are fantastic, man. Super high quality. The bottom of this can actually be used as a cutting board. They make some awesome sets that go along with the jet boil accessories. I think there's a frying pan that it goes along with. I know my good buddy Ripkin was looking them up, and he was like, bro, I got to have this for the cooking. I got to have it. Yeah, man, all about the gear tonight. And I just want to share some of this stuff with you guys because I don't always get to bust all this stuff out and play with it all the time. So it's fun to be locked in the gear shed, man. It's fun. Via Gwyn says I need deals on ammo. Don't we all? Best bet is if you live in New York, go out of state, go someplace else.
Learn how to trust it yourself.
The UN Gulag Guard does not speak New Yorker.
No,
I bet he puts beans in his chili, says Texas Surplus Pro. That was a good one. He probably does put beans in his chili.
Don't give them any ideas, all right? They already make this place about as hard as they can. I'm lucky I get spammed, for fuck's sake. You put beans in that fucking chili, my pants are coming off, baby, okay? Yeah. Don't even. Yeah. You put that can right back on the shelf where you found it, or I'll I'll put it somewhere. It'll be hard to get it back too.
Listen, man, he's got to fight
Well,
for his life there every night. Huh?
I'm on camera, so they have to act like they respect my human rights. So,
so you're safe as long as the camera's on. That's cool. That's cool.
That being said, thank y'all for being here.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by tonight. If you guys could do me a favor and smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it. Helps with the algorithms, and maybe we get seen. Seems that the channel has been on the downward spiral lately. The algorithm overlords are not very happy with us and speaking all the truth we've been speaking. We've been demonetized and suppressed and stepped on here for a little while. And it's all right, man. It's all right. It's all right. It happens. It happens. So that's what you get for speaking all that truth, right? But all about the gear. All about the gear because, well, I'm stuck in the fucking gear shed, so. And Livingston Man's in the Gulag. Viking Prepper, what's happening all the way from Norway, my friend? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight. The Livingston Man is in a Gulag. We're not really sure where, but we know he's in the Gulag. And
I'm fed for now, so it's good.
Yeah. They gave him some spam, little frying pan, little Coleman stove. So he's doing the thing.
I'm toasting a bun right now, and I guess I'm gonna grill up this spam with some cheese, and maybe I'll even cook an egg. I'm gonna use the grease from the spam to do a non-stick thing for the egg, and I'm gonna put this together and see what happens. In Russia, I don't know what day it even is anymore, but it's February here.
It's February there.
It's a little chilly. I must say, they don't even let me have a sweater because they were like, you can have the propane or you can have a sweater. I couldn't eat the sweater, so I went with the propane.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta
do.
How
are you? How are you guys?
Oh, well, I'm given the circumstances.
It's like you're the 1%. You're the 1% right now, Mike.
Well, if you're an American, you are the 1%er.
You know? I was an American.
Yeah.
I thought.
Johnny Highwood says that there is a gun show going on at Safe Shoot in Kingston, New York. There will be ammo and reloading supplies available. Woo! Get it while you can, guys. Deanne says, cool gear equals prepper porn. Yeah, we laid it all out tonight. No feet pics, though.
Try not to knock this over. This is what I'm got going on here.
So, oh, yeah. Look at that.
I'm toasting a bun. A bun.
There you go. He's doing it real restaurant style from the Gulag.
Lucky for me, I was to jail once, so I know what to do.
Jay Creature says the Safe Shoot vendors should be embarrassed for the prices. It's just rude. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, man. The Livingston Man getting the Gulag, you get black bagged. So we didn't get to discuss how about he wound in the Gulag, just that he was there and they set up like some camera equipment and gave him some basic tools. Yeah.
So it's not all bad.
Yeah, he's doing it right. He's doing it right.
It's not all good, but
one egg frying pan. That's right, Troy. That's about all he got.
Where did it go?
So Viet Gwyn, if I knew how to reload ammo, I absolutely would. I would absolutely do an ammo reloading video, but that is not in my wheelhouse, unfortunately. I've got some equipment, but that ain't one of them. Easy bake oven. No, they didn't even give him an easy bake oven. They did give him that pretty cool looking Coleman burner, though.
There's no electricity here.
Is it actually a Coleman burner, or was it just Coleman gas like on a burner?
No, it's a Coleman burner. It says it on it. Legend has it they bought this from Amazon. Just type in Coleman propane single burner, and it screws right to the bottom of the thing. You saw it. It's actually a pretty cool little thing. I like it a lot.
So Michelle Great says she needs to stock up on fire extinguishers. Now, something to keep in mind, there are different grades of fire extinguishers. You've got your A, B, C, and your purple K. So something to keep in mind. The purple Ks are going to be for your car fires. That's usually like a magnesium fire. So that's something you're going to want to have in your car. If you're going to get a car extinguisher, you're going to want a purple K. But for the home, mostly the ABs are fine. They'll handle just about anything. And guys, always have exit plans, even from your own house. Make a plan with the family where you're going to meet.
Exit plan, baby. Exit. You guys hear
Viking
that?
Prepper says, I don't reload. Ammo's getting expensive. It is expensive. It's extremely expensive. Everything is expensive. Josh, what's happening, my brother? How are you? Welcome. You see
Josh,
the
what's
Livingston
good,
man's
man?
in the gulag. He's in the gulag tonight, and I am stuck in the gear shed. And it's all about the gear tonight, guys. Little gadgets, little gizmos, these little folding things. I mean, that's like no space at all. A little bit of weight, but not much space. Little things, guys, little things can make your life so much easier, especially if you have to bug out. And there's some creature comforts. So, it's not normal, but it's better than nothing. So, what else we got in the gear shed here? We can grab and show you guys. The biggest, the big bad prep, the Jackery. If you guys have a chance to get one of these things, a battery backup, do it. The solar panels are here too, somewhere. But yeah, do it. And then some smaller solar panels. This is a little tiny Loomster. I think this guy's like 28 watts or something like that. Folds out, boom, solar panels. Everything kind of self-contains up here in the top. You got your 3 ports. Little light comes on to let you know when it's got enough juice to be producing some power. I use this one to kind of charge batteries for the phone and the camera and stuff when we're out on the, on the trail in the woods. This is something that I probably really wouldn't pack in my bug out bag because I'm not really bringing that many electronics. Maybe, but I don't know. But this is handy for your small devices. The Jackery is obviously something you're going to want to use for the bigger things. Hang on a second here, guys. I just saw another question. Livingston man's in the doghouse, says Johnny Highwoods. He's in the gulag. He's in the gulag, Rip Curl. He's in the gulag. Let's see. Oh, Jay Creature. You have 10 minutes to pack up. What are we grabbing and go? Ooh, that's a good one.
Flashlight.
Everything here, and I'm out, and the family, and we gone. Josh says it's going to be okay, Livingston man. He's frying an egg right now in some like spam fat on a little.
It's spam.
Tiny...
It's
he's still cooking spam.
I'm rendering
Motor
spam
Fisher, dude, what's happening?
Cook my egg.
Yeah, creature comforts, guys. This would work good to charge these ELB batteries, man. This would work really well to do these things. You could probably get a set of AA's charged in a day with these, and it's only 28 watts. So, looks like he's taking a shit. No, he's sitting on his cot. He's sitting on his cot frying up his spam. Yeah.
Also taking a shit.
While taking a shit. Fantastic.
It's called multitasking, and
I guess to go along with the cooking theme, right? We'll go along with the cooking theme here. More gear that you should have. Single wall stainless steel containers. This one obviously has the lid, so you can close it.
Michael, can you talk about the difference between a single walled and a double walled?
Sure. So a lot of the things that they sell nowadays are double walled. When you look in your Walmart and stuff like that, majority of the containers are double walled because they're trying to insulate the beverage that's inside and keep it cold or keep it hot.
Dimitrikov, give me a fucking beer.
Hear that?
Thank you.
Now, if you flick one of those in the store, it's a very loud bong, like a bell. The double wall really rings like a bell. These are more ting, ting, ting. They are bong, bong, bong. Um, and you can look on the bottom, guys. There's usually a spot where they're kind of welded together, and you can see that this is just one piece of single wall stainless steel. Um, if you try to boil water in a double wall, you're going to have a really tough time. You're probably going to split the container and absolutely destroy it. So single wall is the way to go. Penny stoves, Jay Creature, yeah, digs the alcohol stoves. Now, a little different, not quite the penny stove. Here's another option for your container. This one is single wall titanium. This guy weighs a good bit less than the stainless steel, and it's a little bit more durable, I would say. But they are much more expensive to go titanium. Single wall stainless, that's right. And again, the heavy wall aluminum is nice because it's going to take some abuse, guys. This is much, much lighter. They're about the same size, but this one is about half of the weight of this guy. So if weight is a concern for you and you can afford it, go with the titanium. It's going to save a lot of weight, a lot of weight. So I love the stainless steel cups, but I also love me a jet boil. These things are absolutely fantastic. This is an older one. This is like a jet boil flash. You might be able to buy this one at the Prepper Yard sale. You can come wheel and deal with me. But yeah, I got too many of them, guys. It's time to move some of this stuff out. So some of this stuff will be at the Prepper Yard sale because I got too much of it, man. The gear shed is overflowing. But I love a jet boil. This one's got the coffee press in it. So yeah, man, you make a pot of coffee pretty quick with this thing. It boils water in like 90 seconds. So they're fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, sleep with these canisters in the wintertime. This one is actually, is this the winter formula? Yeah, this is the winter formula. So it works a little bit better. Livingston, man, cooking his dinner in the gulag. My man. Bruh, nothing but love for you.
All right, so my eggs are really sticking. They should have really gave me like
some butter.
you can't control the heat of this Coleman thing very well. Like low is like your everything. There's no reason for it to go any higher than that with a little pan this big. So my egg is going to be a little functified, but
you're gonna have to scramble it. Gonna have to scramble it.
No, I want to sunny side up and fuck you, Dimitrikov. I'll have one. Fired up.
Fantastic. But yeah, guys, I do love a little jet boil. They make boiling water so freaking easy. There's no campfires, no bullshit. You can do it right on the bed of your truck. You can do it right on the sidewalk, whatever. Multiple ways to do the things that you need to do. That's the way to go. I can boil water in this. I can boil water in this. I got lots of options. The cup with the grail, fantastic. Yeah, Jay Creature, that's great advice. Yeah, they're a pain in the ass to clean, especially with, they work so well because they have this cool bottom on them, right? It's this wacky looking, they call it flux ring, right? And that distributes the heat so much, but that looks like about a bitch to clean. So the last thing you want to do is get this thing really freaking dirty. And I told you guys I had a coffee press for it. Hide that right in the bottom there. So yeah, coffee press. It's coffee fast. That's the only thing that I do put in there is the coffee. So this one's solely been my coffee maker. While out and about, I love that thing. And I got a couple of them. So good to have. And cotton bandana, guys. If you guys are doing anything with any kind of water collection, this is a great filter for your water. You throw a cotton bandana over your container, fill through the cotton bandana, and you will remove majority of your sediments. Then you put that water in the grail and press it. That's the way to go. Safety first, guys. You always going to want to make sure you get clean water. That's step one. Step one. You got clean water out there, Livingston, man? What are they giving you for, well, just beer, huh? Oh, PBR.
They started me with the Keystone Light, but then they gave me this Pabst Blue Ribbon. They probably had this buried in a bunker for 20 fucking years. When it says it won an award 1903, that's when this is from.
It's from 1903.
It's the original shit. So I got a spam egg and cheese I made here. If anybody is a gourmet, please don't look at this fucking thing. But
oh, look at you go.
I got a spam slice. I got a sort of a runny egg.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna throw another piece of cheese on it, and I'm gonna rock out. You know what I got?
That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Love it.
Like an asshole, I put the egg shell in the bag with the cheese. So salmonella, here I come.
Delicious.
Let's do this.
Delicious.
Hey, this is the risk. This is the risks you're taking to Russia. Am I right, Dimitrikov? You fucking asshole. Yeah.
Brewed from the Hudson. So, Johnny Highwoods, to be honest with you, when I was out on the island, I did not have the balls to press Hudson River water and then try and drink it. Something about it, man. Especially after the rains we had the day before and seeing all the discharges. Yeah.
Good though.
Yeah. I don't think I could do it.
They're fucking good.
Nice.
They're fucking really good.
They're feeding the Livingston man well. See, Rip Curl even said it was impossible to find single wall stainless steel containers. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. You have to know what you're looking for. You really do, because a lot of places will say stainless steel container, single wall, and you'll find out later that it's really double. Texas Surplus Pro says that's how we know it isn't a joke. The horror. They have good medical.
They're fucking good.
Outlaw Jackson says the opinion. All right, hang on. Whoop. It hopped up on me here. The Hudson water is great, much like the Hudson River lobsters. Yes, they were absolutely delicious. I can't deny it whatsoever. You didn't drink any PCBs? No, sir, I did not. Coffee filters for filtering water. So if you don't have yourself a cotton bandana in your bag, I mean, this is one of the basic 7 C's of survival, right? Cotton bandana is one of the first ones on the list. So this will definitely work as good as a coffee filter. And this is much more reusable. You use a coffee filter once and it's kind of done. And I always want to purify my water. I don't just want to filter it. I want to purify it and make sure that there's no viruses, bacteria, diseases. That's why I stick with the Grail. Livingston man is living it up there. Me Too says it doesn't have to be pretty to be tasty.
I'm fucking good.
It is very tough to find single wall containers, Texas Surplus Pro. It really, really is. Jay Creature, Stanley, bro, that's my other go-to cup is the Stanley coffee press, man. That thing's got some miles on it, bro.
Stanley's good stuff. I have a Stanley cooking kit. They're great.
The Stanley coffee press. If that thing isn't battle scarred like a mofo, it's a French press, man. It's a French press in a Stanley cup. Obviously, you don't boil with the plastic, but you throw your coffee in here and boil it up. The Stanley stuff is pretty good. The smaller cups that come with the little plastic ring on the top, that's the first thing that's going to fail on you. Those are going to melt. So just cut it off and put a D ring on it or a key ring on it. That's an old nut trick. A key ring. Got to have the gear, guys. Got to have the gear. Big sale promo for anyone looking for quality flashlights. Yes, Olight is having their big sale. Actually, I think it starts like now. I Thanks, Troy. This will actually be the second prepper yard sale that we've had. We had one last year. I think it was in September. And it was a blast.
Nah,
It
it
was
was
a
cold,
blast.
bro.
So
It
I
was
just
November. It
learned
had to be
today,
freezing cold.
Livingston man, that we will have a food vendor potentially, tentatively at the prepper yard sale. So somebody's going to be there, um, making some meats and some sides and stuff. And it will all be for sale for everybody. Pepper Prepper, what's happening?
Now, when's your next pepper yard sale? Just say it again.
That is October 15th and 16th in Ancrumdale, New York. If you guys go down below in the description section of the video, you will find in there a link to the Facebook group. If you get into the Facebook group, you can absolutely find the prepper yard sale. I've got it pinned at the top of our Facebook group. Me Too says Angry Burgers. Actually, I don't know if Angry's going to be able to make it to this one. He's got a lot of stuff going on. And he's got a good live stream coming up later on tonight, too. I wish I had a jet boil. Cough, cough. You know, I've heard that from a few people, Outlaw Jackson. So we're working on the jet boil order. Was it poisoned, Livingston man? Are you looking? I saw your grimace.
I'm okay. I'm okay. That was
Eggs
a
and
damn
eggs.
good sandwich.
Eggs and eggs.
That was good. That was good. It was good. Termitrikov. It's good. It's good. Keep coming.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Da.
Bartering, I would absolutely barter at the prepper yard sale, Michelle, and I think a lot of the other folks that come would as well.
We
Especially if you
basically
got
just
something
don't
that they're
accept
interested
crypto.
in.
No crypto. I mean, you got winning lottery tickets. You got fucking, you got returns. Like this is 5 cents a nickel right here. I don't care. I mean, you got like $100 worth of these shits. I'll make a trade. That's good.
See, Livingston man is down. That's it.
There's no telling when I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not really
Texas
making any
Surplus
friends.
Pro.
If you guys noticed.
I really don't know what Jason's status is with FDNY, but I know a lot of things are changing down there in the city pretty fast. So my fingers are crossed that he can get his job back. But Johnny Highwoods, no, we can't do any ammo, not with the new freaking law changes and shit. Unfortunately, I don't want to. So the last thing I would want to do is tell somebody that they could, and then all of a sudden somebody shows up and says, hey, you're fucking under arrest for selling ammo. I would hate to be the person that told them that it was cool when it really wasn't. So, yeah, unfortunately, ammo sales are off the table here in the great state of New Yorkistan. Used to be that person-to-person sales were kosher, and I don't know that is the case anymore. So
I thought that you had to basically like perform a NICS check on the person and like treat yourself like a
yeah,
gun.
something like that, man. The laws changed here so fast and so much. I haven't been able to keep track of them, honestly. I'm really gonna have to look it up because it sucks, man. It sucks. It's New Yorkistan, and they're just making shit worse and worse and worse. Blink twice if you're being held hostage under the new 2A restrictions. We can meet you. Hope you got that, Texas Surplus Pro. Yes, we're being held hostage here in the great state of New Yorkistan. It's all about the gear tonight. All about the gear tonight. You guys ever seen one of these? This is a pretty nifty little light. I actually got this out of a battle box, believe it or not. Klingon Princess, how are you? You can partner with sex, says Jay Creature.
You
Laser
can.
Bright. I think it's pretty cool. This is actually going to be the replacement for the glow sticks for the U.S. military. They actually make these in IR so that you can only see them with night vision. They make them with stake kits, so you can stick them into the ground and make yourself a landing zone if you've got a squad like that. Things pretty cool. They run on watch batteries. Now, I got this Oh, a little over a year ago. I have not changed the batteries in this yet, and I use this thing every time I go out. This is my light for the tent right here, the little red light. Um, I love this thing. This thing's fantastic. I'm actually going to look to buy a few more of these. They come in a bunch of different colors, and the tube is not necessarily the way it always is. This is all you need for the little light, right? That's it right there. One little tiny LED light. It's just enough light. They make all kinds of accessories to go with these things. It is an adult novelty, Jay Creature, but it's fucking cool, bro. And it's a little tiny
That's what I
light,
was
runs on
thinking. I'm
watch
like, you know what
batteries,
that looks like, don't you?
lasts forever, lasts forever. And if you don't like the you can put the little dome on it, so you get a little dome light, right? Um, all
I can
kinds
imagine.
of cool shit you can do with these.
Hey,
All
Dimitri, how
kinds
come
of
there's
different
bones
colors.
in the spam? No?
Michelle might have to go to the Army Navy store. I don't know that you can get these at the Army Navy store, but laserbright.com is where you can find these suckers. Um, Schmitty says eBay. He's gotten them for pretty cheap. These things are pretty cool. I really do like them. There's a whole bunch of different ends. There's one that they call the Iris. It's somewhere over there. Granite State Prepper, what's happening? But the Iris you put in the center here, and you can actually shut the red light off. So you can clip this to your cummerbund, your plate carrier, or whatever you got going on, and you need to read a map down in front of you. You just turn the Iris on, and it just shines a little bit of light straight down.
He's talking about a
So that,
cummerbund. He said a cummerbund.
yeah, your cummerbund, right?
Cummerbund.
Um, yeah, you can see what you're eating too. Exactly. Exactly, Johnny Highwoods. These things are fantastic. I absolutely love the little laser brights. And again, all the different colors. You can, what was it? IR. So you only see them with night vision. So if you got goons with nods, maybe this is the thing for you. Grateful Preps, how are you? Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's all about the gear tonight, guys. All about the gear tonight.
They
Um,
don't give me much here. I get really nothing. I showed off I got, but still, if you're just joining us, I mean, they gave me a spatula that and a little baby frying pan. So I had that, and this Coleman stove hooks to the bottom of the propane toilet. And don't worry, like this is no smoking, but look, lies, all
Fantastic,
lies.
fantastic, Livingston man.
That's what I get.
And we
That's what I
post
got here.
bail for the Livingston man. Yeah, yeah. So once I find out where he's being held, I'm going to see if he's still in New York. I'm going to try and pull the bail reform thing. We're going to get him out of there right away. Um, but
I mean,
it's looking very black site-ish. I don't know. I don't know. What's the sticker on the bottom of the pack of cigarettes say? They got that tax stamp.
it appears to have been obliterated.
They wiped them off, huh? Mm,
Uh,
fantastic. They're covering their
God.
tracks. They're
This is
covering
like
their
the dude
tracks.
pulled it. He pulled this out of his pocket. There's like fucking two cigarettes there. Thanks, bud. Living the high life again, huh?
He doesn't even
Fucking
get a whole pack. He gets a half a pack.
economy's booming here in fucking Mother Russia, I guess, huh? How's them sanctions treating your mother? Uh-huh.
Texas Surplus Pro says,
Mm.
just convince the DA he went crazy at a McDonald's with a hatchet. He'll be out the next morning. Very true. Very true. Mouse in the house. What's happening? Sleep gear. Show off those 0 degree quilts, synthetic or down, bro. Um, Military sleep system right there. That thing is the fucking truth. It will save
Pinnacle.
your life in the cold. I swear to God.
It's the
Military
pinnacle of a
sleep
sleep
system.
system.
That's
Yep.
that's it. That's the only sleeping bag that I really rock, aside from like a whoopee or something,
You can even
or a
add the whoopee
blanket.
to it.
Yeah, I mean, if you need a
The
little
and
extra, yeah, just wrap the whoopee around yourself.
there's a
But
couple
that
couple
is
different
my
acronyms.
go-to. sleep system, man. It's a do it all. It's a shelter and and your sleeping gear all in one if you need to. And I do have a wool blanket. I don't think the wool blanket is up in the gear loft. Um, but yeah, man, wool blankets are the truth. And military sleep system, man. I can't say enough about them. If you guys can pick up the, what is it, a four-part system? Actually, I think it's supposed to be five because you're supposed to have like a camp roll with it, right?
Well, no,
Supposed
they
to be like
count
that.
the stuff sack as a part, and that's bullshit.
Yeah,
Um, but you essentially it's a three-part system. There's a jungle bag, they call it, like a warm weather sleeping bag, an
yep,
intermediate bag, which is actually like a cold weather bag. You can put both of them together, and then a Gore-Tex cover that goes over the outside to keep it waterproof. It's like a tent and a sleeping bag together.
yeah,
Um,
it really is.
and it's the in my opinion, as well as Mike's, it's the pinnacle of a sleeping bag system because you can use any part of it or all of it together.
Yep,
And all told, the entire thing together, I think it's only like 12 pounds. Now, only 12 pounds is very subjective,
yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, that
it's still for
most
what you
of
get. It's only 12 pounds.
what the
Your
Molly bags,
AR-15 weighs
the
10.
big U.S. Army Molly rucksacks, the bottom pocket is designed for these suckers. Um, the medium rucksack, not so much. That's something you're going to want to like strap to the bottom of it, some lashing straps. Um,
Or you're
but
carrying
yeah,
like
man,
part of the
the
system.
that thing is the truth. That's the sleeping bag that I used in my hammock when I did the super cold night with Angry Prepper. I think it was minus 14 or something like that, and it was snowing. But the military sleep system, man, that's the truth. The thing literally kept me alive out there. Um,
New in the plastic, you're gonna pay like $500 for one, but on eBay and stuff, or from like a PX or a clearinghouse, like a U.S. Army auction house or something like that, you can do better. But it's a good piece of gear. Expect to pay a little bit for it, but I'd
yeah,
say for a in good shape complete system, 3 to 500 is probably what you're looking at.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's the end
You
all
know,
be all.
guys,
I've had
there's
mine for
sleeping
12 years.
that's going to get you the cover, the bivy cover, the two sleeping bags, and probably the stuff sack that it all goes into, right? Um,
Yep.
so
But you're good to
some
negative
sleeping
40
bags that
degrees.
I've been looking at some down sleeping bags, and some of those things are like 400 or 500 bucks for a down sleeping bag. CJ Creature said some of the UGQ quilts are 1,000 bucks. See that some of this stuff is extremely expensive, and so what is it? Polyester filled you want, Livingston man?
The newer versions of the MSB, MSSB, whatever you want to call it, the modular sleep system, have Primaloft insulation, which is
Okay.
it's a better version of like Thinsulate. It's light, it's thin, but it still is super insulative. Makes it easy to pack. It's crushable, and it'll retain it. Down, you can't get down wet. Down gets wet, fucking, it's done.
Yeah.
Down has many problems with like you can't roll it up and pack it good. It stabs you through the. Ugh, you ever sleep in a down sleeping bag? Fuck that.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yep. Getting stabbed.
Why don't you go
Uh,
sleep in a chicken coop? It's bird feathers for fuck's sake.
it's true. It's true. Granite State Prepper has been on the lookout for second-hand fur coats. That's a great idea. Fur is something that lasts a very long time, especially if you take care of it. And hey, man, that's Mother Nature's warmth right there. You can't go wrong. Troy, do I like the hammock or the tent better? Honestly, in the cold, um, the hammock was better. At minus 14 degrees, I had a better night's sleep in the hammock than I did in the tent. The ground was, I wasn't cold, but I was extremely uncomfortable on the ground in the cold. Um,
It's super hard. The ground is just super like rock stone
yeah,
hard.
everything turns to a rock at minus 14 degrees. So, uh,
If you're a person with back troubles, now I can't even speak to it. I haven't slept in a tent since I was like a child. But I imagine, but I can't speak to it, that if you have like back troubles, maybe a hammock is not for you. But I like I said, I discuss because I can't even say it. I'm only imagining. Like you kind of like you're stuck in an arc. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So there's a couple ways to get around that. The proper hang on a hammock is really important. Um, but some people that just doesn't work for, hands down. It just doesn't work for.
Now gear wise, there's options for a ground sleeper. There's our buddy the militant farmer has a video where he talks about he's got this like inflatable mattress thing.
Yep, yep,
So that can help remove it. Not only does it insulate you from the ground, but it helps remove that super rock hard feel of it. So there's many options for a person who wants to sleep on the ground, as well as a person who wants to sleep in a hammock, or really any other
yeah,
way. It
yeah,
depends on how you're going to pack your gear.
absolutely.
If you're in the, you want to tote a fucking cot on your backpack, that's on you, dude.
Hey,
You know,
do
but
your thing.
there's that
Do your
option
thing.
exists as
See,
well.
Greenleaf says got to have a cot. So
They
another piece of
now
gear that I got that I haven't done a review for you guys yet is the hammock hot tent. I actually picked up a hammock hot tent this past year.
no, what's
I
that?
tried it out. I tried it out at one of the events, and I was less than impressed with the stove. Uh, but the tent was pretty cool. The tent was definitely pretty cool. And even without the hammock feature, I think that thing would be pretty awesome to throw a few cots in,
Sure,
or just a
you
camp
can
mat or a bivy on the ground if you needed to.
explain the what a hammock hot tent is, maybe because somebody don't know.
So basically, it's like a tent that you're going to hang from ridge lines, and the thing's pretty freaking awesome. So you're going to hang it from the
And you
ridge lines, and the door has extra zippers in it. There's not two zippers open and closed. There's three, so there you can leave a little tiny hole for your hammock straps to come through. Jay Creature says, "We are winter camping with multiple exclamation points." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I got the little packable wood stove to go along with it. Um, Now, I absolutely love the tent. Love the tent. However, the tent absolutely stinks like creosote now because I tried to choke down the little wood stove so much that all it did was smolder all night long and produce crazy creosote. I woke up in the morning and there was black shit everywhere. Um, and if you guys are going to go hot tent camping, I highly recommend you get a carbon monoxide detector and keep it in that tent with you overnight and make sure that you wake up in the morning. Because carbon monoxide is a heavy gas, it sinks, and if you decide to lay on the ground, you may not wake up. So, food for thought. Carbon monoxide detectors are good, and waking up dead is bad. Just saying.
It's always a bad idea to bring fire indoors in a tent situation. These things are designed to mitigate some of the safety concerns. They
Yep.
don't, but you absolutely have to like think about what you're doing. You're bringing a fire
Oh yeah.
inside
Oh yeah.
of a thing where everything is meltable or flammable. So you have, or it's given
Absolutely.
up without proper ventilation could kill you. So there are some considerations there. You would not
Yeah.
want to bring your charcoal grill inside. This is the same idea.
Yep. Yep. Or your barbecue grill. That doesn't come in the house and grill burgers. Jay Creature says I do that with booze. It's true. It's true. So yeah,
Oh
guys,
my
it's
God.
it's all about the gear tonight. All about the gear. And I want to thank you guys for being here. Wow, we've rambled for well over an hour already.
I can't believe that this fucking idiot's let me talk this long. There's no way he can understand what I'm saying because if he could, I'd be getting beat with a rubber hose right now. You hear me? I'm talking to you. Fucking idiot.
Me too says I almost woke up dead in the Adirondacks once. Yeah, man, it's scary stuff. You got to be careful. You got to be careful.
You know, and I'll say this too, in practical concerns, even in a bug-in situation, this goes for kerosene or propane, like top hat heaters, things like this. Your power's out and you're using an alternative heat source.
Yep.
Again, be very mindful of what you're doing and what you've brought inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Winter's coming. These things are going to happen. There are,
Carbon monoxide detectors, guys, they're not that
yeah.
expensive. They're like 30, $40. You want to get a really good one. I got a digital readout one that was like $55. Um, but all you gotta do is put batteries in them. They don't need to be plugged into the wall. So if there's no power, it's no problem, and you're not gonna wake up dead. You're not gonna wake up dead. Um, Big Buddy propane, yeah, that's another great heat source. And you got to be careful with those inside. So those things can do a couple of things. They can suck all the oxygen out of a room, believe it or not. Free buzz, Livingston, man. Um, oh, Johnny Highwoods, I'm sure. If you guys are in those big wall tents, man, those things are incredible.
Just check your ventilation. You always want to have airflow.
Yep.
Um, you seal yourself in too tight, and you could actually cause more harm than good.
So they do have low O2 cutoffs on them, but I did see some videos with now when okay, so say you're sitting in these particular folks were sitting in an ice fishing shanty, one of those pop-up ice fishing shanties. And they had the buddy heater on the floor behind them, just warming up the shanty that they were in fishing. Um, and the one guy went to light a smoke with a lighter, and he could not get his brand new cigarette lighter to light. The flame would just barely kick up, and then it would disappear. And he's like, "Hey, man,
It's
this,
because they burned up all their oxygen.
down, even down below their head level, he still couldn't light the lighter." Um, and he was like, "Holy shit!" So he held it down towards the floor, and the lighter actually lit. And he was like, "Guys, we got to open up some windows." So they do have low oxygen cutoffs, but keep in mind that that is in the unit. And if you're up here and your unit is way down here, it's not going to cut the oxygen off. The low oxygen cutoff isn't going to kick on until the oxygen level gets all the way down to it. And you may be a little bit woozy at that time if you're still up. So, food for thought, guys. Food for thought. Um, be careful. Be
Always be
careful with
very
alternate heat
mindful.
sources. Yeah.
Especially combustibles are the worst. In the case of those folks in the ice fishing shack, what I'm gonna bet happened is because fire in any regard requires oxygen to burn, at least here
Yep.
on planet Earth. What it was doing, eventually their fire itself would have went out, or their
Yeah.
low oxygen cut off, which is just a funny way of saying it won't burn if there's not enough air.
Yeah.
Um, that's what was happening there. Same like I said about the like, kerosene heaters and propane top hats and stuff like that. Be
Yep.
mindful when you're using those indoors. You can, but you have to be mindful of how you're doing it and like keep like ventilation very much in mind.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And always make sure they're burning right too. That's another big thing. Granite State Prepper says pass out towards the floor where the oxygen is. Um,
yeah, but that's
so
also where the
in their
carbon
case,
monoxide
if
is.
they would have passed out towards the floor, they would have fell into the lake. So I'm sure that ice cold water would definitely be quite the wake up call. Blue Ridge Survival and Prepping, what's happening, my friend? How are you? Um, so guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. Um, Sorry, I sound like shit. I kind of look like shit too. I feel like shit. So it's a shit stream tonight. And the Livingston man's locked up in the gulag. I am stuck in the gear shed. And hey, we're making do, right? We're making do. Um,
It
you
could
know,
be worse, I guess. I could be in China.
yeah. So I'm gonna
I'm
work
not in China,
on.
am I? Hey, is this China? Fucking idiot.
They don't
I hate
understand what
it
I'm
here.
saying.
You know what I'm saying? He understands what I'm saying. Fucking paid to fucking act dumb. Look at you.
Well,
Hmm.
guys, hopefully I can get the Livingston man out of the gulag for next week's live stream. Maybe we can get back to the studio if it still exists. Um, Fingers
They probably
crossed.
took the computer. I
Yep.
mean, they probably
Yeah.
took all of its all fucking evidence now, and your show trial, your kangaroo court.
Tell him how you really feel, Livingston, man.
I've been telling him how I feel. He's a fucking retard. I don't think he even understands English. I'm pretty sure he
Jay
doesn't.
Creature wants to see my 3 fire starting options. Well, can you see that box right there, Jay? This one right here on the shelf. That's got about 43 different ways to start a fire in it. It's incredible. If you come out to the prepper yard sale, I'll have this whole sucker splayed out on the table for you. But for right now, this is number 1. This is number 2. And this guy number here, number 3. I saw Alaska Prepper bust one of these out today. I was actually shocked. There you go, Livingston, man. See, he's got the fire. He's got the
You
fire.
let me have this in prison.
That's because they're not cooking for you.
Question everything, comrade.
But yeah, guys, prepper yard sales coming. Check out our sponsors in the links below, and check out Mickwick Fire Starters. They have been absolutely awesome to us over the years. And if you guys have been to the live events, you have gotten yourself some Mickwick Fire Starters. So yeah, check them out, man. They're an awesome company. They're here in America, made by Americans with American hands, American company, family owned. Good shit. Love those guys. But check out everybody else in the description section here. I appreciate all y'all for stopping by. You guys have a great night. Be good to each other, y'all. Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. We're out of here.